Just a quick update, not a really quick update. Today I'd like to go over the calendar program that I made for CSE 131. Quick overview of the code before we get into what it is. All the code really is make the date object and then print it, right? It's very simple. Basically, we want to, if we want to, we can pass a argument to the to the command line, say no prompts, and it's just easier for me to debug. Obviously, you can see that it kind of outputs the date we want, right? But anyway, we would like to see all of the test cases in the program. So that's actually what I missed. I already made this video once before, but to keep this video within 1 minute, I'll just show you that the program, A, it works. Here we go, pass, pass, pass. And B, it does everything we need it to. Here we can see that we can pass a month and a year into it, right? It's pretty user-friendly if I wanted to do 2021. Basically, yeah, so the test cases, I want to do that with no prompts because it would be insane. If I did have to use the prompts for every single one, it doesn't really make sense. So got to redo this, but as you can see, it works all perfectly. If it happens to be this current month and year, it will display today's date, which, yeah, it's pretty spot on right there. Today's date in highlighted color. So let's just restart this and just call no prompts, right? So it handles everything pretty nicely. All the test cases are here. Here's the current month. Basically, is the default test cases, right? January 1753. Yeah, these all kind of display all pretty nicely. You know, there's no bugs or there are no bugs or anything. You can see that leap years are being displayed here. 1756 mod 4 is 0, right? So that should be a leap year. And here is February, so it should be 29 days. We can see that it's all working out. 1800 mod 100 should not be 0, but it is, right? No, 18 mod 100 is 0, right? But 1800 mod 400 is not 0. So it is not a leap year, therefore, yeah. So it all works correctly. An invalid range, right? The month of 0 in 1753 will throw an error. Basically, it just kind of handles it. You know, throws this error message and continues the program as is. Same with 13. But 11, 1753 is totally fine, right? Invalid range of years. Year -1 doesn't really work, has to be greater than 1752, aka 1753 or greater. 1752 is not 1753 or greater, but 2019 totally is. So as we can see, it handles all the errors and it runs completely fine, passes all my superficial tests, and we should be good to go. By the way, these tests are pretty straightforward. Make sure all the years of the month are all correct and stuff, you know. A given leap year would be 29, you know. It's just kind of superficially make sure everything is totally correct. It doesn't go through error situations because that's kind of what I do there, you know. But and also assert that is leap years working correctly and calculate offset, which these actually, when I made these test cases, I found out that these didn't quite work all very correctly, but they kind of had balanced each other out, so I fixed the thing in both of them. But yeah, here it is. Basically collapsing these all the functions. Here are all the functions. Here I made a date class that has all the methods, you know, prompt, represent, so basically print date, you know. Basically prints, it calls display calendar. Basically prints get calendar, you know, it calls get calendar to get a string, you know. Custom error there. Get calendar header is kind of called by get calendar, right? Get calendar is initialize all the information, kind of go through all the days and make sure that here it kind of goes through, you know, each day and month, you know, loops through all the days of the week, you know. Whenever it reaches a Saturday, it mod 7 this day position, you know. So it's always kind of within this box, kind of nice, you know. First you have to get the offset, these spaces, right? If I put this to period, obviously these would be periods inserted there, right? For sake of time, I won't go into that. Gets the days, you know, adds, formats them all nice and correctly. Here is that there, you know. If it's today's day, it's, make today bold, print the escape characters and makes today's day bold and red, and then afterwards clears it. And then this update day of week is pretty nice, adds one, kind of goes through each day of the week, but, day position mod 7, right? And also print an endline character right there, Pretty simple, straightforward, and then return get calendar header of your month plus offset string plus days. So basically the end of that is this kind of sophistication stuff, If it's not valid, we kind of print that little tidbit there, but we want basically this stuff right here. We want the dashes, the days of the week, and that's just kind of all that there. Anyway, finishing off calculate offset, it's very simple. Gets the offset for every year, gets the offset for every month in the current year, and then mods it all, the whole sum of everything, 365 for each year, 366 for each leap year, I was just 365 for every year that's not a leap year, and get days a month, basically it kind of adds all of the days that pass by between 1753 and the day that we want, in the month that we want. That all has offset, right? But you model that by 7, and you get a nice little, 0 through 6 number that is your offset, right? Pretty straightforward. This assert will never fire, honestly, whenever this is here. But it's just in case something happens to this, or if I just do something wrong, that assert is there as a safe, check, and then returns that offset. Is leap year is very simple. If year mod 4, if year is divisible by 0 and both of these. Well, what did I do over there? That's cool. Anyway, both of these, yeah, it's divisible by is divisible by 4, not divisible by 100, or not divisible by 400, or is divisible by 400. So that's pretty interesting there. These two conditions kind of work together. So that's why the or is there, right? So there would be, A plus B times C. That's Boolean algebra right there. And it kind of makes sense, it has to be A and B or C, right? These two are kind of dependent on each other, but A is no matter what, it's the first check, right? Okay, and then validate date is just something I use every once in a while, if you want it to display a message, and then it all runs. So that was way too long of a video, but hopefully the first part made sense, and yeah, I'll specify it in the comments. Thank you for watching, and goodbye.